Good afternoon, Danny. How you getting on?
Afternoon, mate. Yeah, not too bad. How are you keeping?
Yeah, very well, thank you. It's a strange time, isn't it, for everybody? How have you been coping with self isolating as a household?
Pretty much the same as everyone else, really. Just trying to keep busy, trying to get my program done in terms of training from Leicester. We've got a young son as well, so he keeps us busy the majority of the day. Um, Take the dog for a walk, stuff like that for an hour in the morning. But apart from that, it's just trying to keep busy.
Who is in the household then? So you've got your young son and your partner and the dog as well?
Yeah, so it's non-stop for us, really. Like I say, we tend to go for a walk in the morning, try and get out, take the dog out, come back, do the programme that I've got from Leicester, whilst looking after the little man as well, with the feeds and changing nappies and stuff, which is a joy. And yeah, it's just trying to keep ticking over, keep busy. Obviously it's a tough time for everyone, and it's easier to keep on the go and keep yourself right mentally as well.
I suppose, in a sense, it's nice that you've been able to spend so much time with your young son and you're a first time father as well. How have you found fatherhood so far?
I love it, to be honest. Like you say, in these bad circumstances that we're under at the minute, it's selfishly a positive for me has been able to spend so much time with my son, who he's nearly 6 months old now, which time that I wouldn't really be able to have in a normal season with away games and training and such. Takes a bit of the workload off the missus as well. She's up every morning when we're down the training ground and doing all the feeds and changing the nappies. So I think she's happy that I'm here to pull my weight a little bit.
Have you been having a few sleepless nights, or are you past that stage yet?
Can you see the bags under my eyes? Yeah, he's got into a decent routine now. We're just about trying to get him in his own room, so that'll be fun for the next couple of weeks. But for now, you don't mind. For anyone who's got kids, they know that it's a different kind of love, and you kind of put them first before yourself. When even that means you have maybe getting 3 hours sleep in the night, as long as they get a good night's sleep and have got the food and stuff, then you're happy.
You mentioned that the programmes and the stuff that you've been sent through from Leicester, what do they entail?
Well, keepers are slightly different. Obviously, it's a different kind of fitness. So we've got a lot of stuff which is, as you'd call, up and down sort of exercises, a bit more explosive power. And as opposed to going on runs, I think we've all got watt bikes, which we've been sent via the club or via watt bike themselves. So it's just getting your programme on there, having a good blowout on that, sweat out some of the cobwebs, and then doing your programme as well. Get yourself in the garden. On top of that, like I mentioned earlier, going for walks. Mrs. has got a bit of a health kick at the minute as well, so that's always helpful. Actually, it's brilliant because she's always in the kitchen now as well. She loves cooking her new healthy foods and stuff at the minute, which is great for me. But in terms of Leicester, we keep in contact with the sports science department and the physios and other players, obviously management staff, but they send through different sessions on a weekly basis with a schedule of what days to have off and what days is best to do what.
I suppose it's quite difficult as a goalkeeper or on your own to train. Do you boot the ball against the wall and save as it comes off?
I don't think my neighbours would be too happy if they heard me banging the ball against the wall at all hours of the day. But no, to be honest, it's like you say, just trying to keep your eye in, especially reactions and hand-eye coordination. It might be something as simple as chucking the ball against the wall, a tennis ball, and then it sends the dog a bit mad. So then you're killing two jobs with one, really. But it is tough, especially being a goalkeeper.
What have you been doing in terms of keeping busy when it's not football, when it's not training, when you maybe have a slight window in your day to be free from the kid or the dog or your partner? Are you watching television? Are you playing Xbox, PlayStation maybe?
We try and get through a few box sets and films on our quiet time when the little man's in bed and the dog's all tired out. We have our dinner in the evening, and then we try and sit down and watch something. Obviously, we have to come to a mutual agreement on what to watch. Her taste differs to mine. I've started watching a new thing on Netflix, actually, which any sort of minute I had to myself. It's called The Last Dance, about Chicago Bulls through the 90s when they sort of reigned supreme in the NBA, which is it's interesting because I'm not a big American sports fan, but recently in this lockdown I've managed to find this, which I'm really enjoying. And I watched something recently about the Dallas Cowboys on Amazon Prime, like an all or nothing documentary, which again, really interesting to see how these different organisations and different sports, how they run between themselves as opposed to over here in football.
So they would be your recommendations then to Leicester fans out there of box sets to watch. That's interesting. A little bit different to the other ones and suggestions that we've had so far, so that's nice to hear. One thing we've seen on social media, that Huddersfield Town posted a video of yourself, a 20 seconds washing the hands video, and it was you celebrating. Was it the playoff semi-final, I believe,
yes,
when you were at Huddersfield?
Semi-final at Hillsborough, yeah.
That must bring back some good memories.
It did, and then I realised that they've actually extended a little bit of how long it takes for me to run from one end of the pitch to the other, which I think they've kind of cut me short a little bit there. But no, it was lovely to have them sort of memories, especially at a time where there's no real sport on the television, which we can all all enjoy. So any sort of snippet like that is it brought a smile to my face, definitely.
It's obviously an important part and a very strong feather to your bow as a goalkeeper is penalties and penalty saves. We've already seen that with Leicester, of course, being involved in a number of winning shootouts for Leicester.
Yeah, I kind of see it as a sort of free hit for goalkeepers, if I'm being honest. I mean, obviously you've got to try and get in the striker's head and stuff, but I kind of see it as an opportunity as opposed to a time where you could ultimately fail or the pressure's on. If you take it in that sort of context, then you might get a bit nervous and overthink things, and the natural sort of instincts that you have as a goalkeeper might, get dampened down a little bit. So you just try and take it in your stride and think it's an opportunity here to real kind of make a name for ourselves, as opposed to, Vards or someone up the other end of the pitch scoring and winning goals and stuff. So you just kind of got to kind of embrace it. I don't think there's any sort of magic remedy, if you like. I think you've just got to kind of go with your gut instinct, relax, and just grasp the opportunity as opposed to being scared by it.
So when the players are walking towards you from the centre circle, do you almost see then the pressure's on them? It's not on you. That kind of must be a bit freeing as a goalkeeper.
Absolutely, yeah. Because obviously the other way around, it can be quite binding if you let the pressure get to you in that situation, and I think you've got to put the pressure on the opposition, on the striker in that situation, especially if you're playing at home, as we've had a couple of times. Must be intimidating going to a place and facing one of the stands and being full of Leicester fans as opposed to your own, and not the nicest welcome I can imagine for some of the penalty takers from the other team.
Well, thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Danny. Just before you go, have you got any messages to the watching Blue Army, particularly about staying in and following those government guidelines?
Exactly. The guidelines are there for a reason, and hopefully we're seeing now the sort of benefit that's coming to fruition slowly but surely. It's stay home, stay safe, and look after each other. Not just the NHS, but people around you in communities, your own families. So yeah, just stay home, and we'll get through this. We'll get the other side, and hopefully we'll get back to a bit of normality.